everyone. I don't have anybody on. Where are you guys? I would love to chat. We're going to do a really simple recipe. It is a sausage, kale, and bean stew in our, can you see it? Our fabulous, let me see so you can see it. It's a little hard to cook and have you all see it, but our fabulous multi-cooker. So right now I have the multi-cooker on sear, okay? And it is, oh, I gotta turn it. There it goes. And I've got to set it going. And so what I'm gonna do, so what the multi-cooker has is many different functions. I think it's now 20 functions we have, or 16 functions we have. So custom, which really allows you to do a lot of different things. Sear, which allows you to cook in this pot as if you were cooking on a cooktop. So the beauty of the pressure cooker, I always do it on pressure cook. I've never actually done it on slow cook because it's so much easier to do it on pressure cook and just get it done. But a lot of times with a pressure cooker, you have to cook something in another pot, and then, or a slow cooker, you have to cook it in another pot and then you transfer it because you want to sear it first. Like when you're doing ribs, you want to sear. So many things require you to sear first. So then you're using two pots, which is really not the whole point. So this allows you to sear, but it also allows you to you can do those egg bites in here. You can do hard-boiled eggs in here. You can do poultry and beef and pork and seafood and all kinds of rices and grains and soups and stews and chilies. It does dessert, and we have take a look at our accessories that go with it, because you can make a cake in here. This is pretty amazing. You can also just steam vegetables here. What I'm going to do is, I can squeeze my oil and vinegar dispenser, and I can get the exact amount that I want, so I'm not overusing my oil. That's our oil and vinegar dispenser. And so you can do it as a steam. You could do it as a slow cook. You can use this as a sous vide. So we're going to talk about sous vide in just a little bit. You can also make yogurt in here, and you can also sterilize in here. And it comes with all of our appliances come with a full booklet cookbook. So here's the one for the multi-cooker. And it's great. Lots of different recipes for all the different functions, so that you can get acquainted with your machine, which really does work amazingly well. Okay, so that's my sausage, and what I did was, let me get it in there. Isn't that a beautiful thing about our mats, is that these folding flexible mats, you can get things in here. Oops, I forgot something. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so we have two mix and chops, and mix and chops are amazing for breaking up ground meat. So this is our newest one. I'll just use that one today. And we are going to break up this meat, and we're going to brown this sausage. So good, so easy, and it's nice and hot in here on sear. This is on a high sear because I want to brown this. Okay, so I said we would talk about what sous vide is. So sous vide is what restaurants use. So when you're using sous vide, what you're doing is you're putting your food in a resealable bag, or we use our reusable silicone bags. Push the water out, okay? Push the air out, not the water out. Push the air out, and it becomes a vacuum. Sous vide means under vacuum. So you're actually cooking under vacuum, all right? And then you fill this up with water, and you're going to bring it to a specified temperature. And then you're going to put the bag in, and it's going to stay at that temperature. That's what this machine does, keeps it. constant temperature. And what happens if you've got a steak, if you've got chicken, it cooks, it tells you how many hours, sometimes it's 2 to 4. For something like, I made a corned beef in here, amazing. It took like 10 hours. I think the corned beef was 10 hours, which is fine. It wasn't doing anything. It was just in here all day. Then you take it out and you sear it in a cast iron pan. And that is how all the restaurants do steak. That is why, because the specified temperature of the steak will then show you what, like if it's medium, it's a certain temperature, and if it's medium well, it's a certain temperature. That's how the restaurants always get it right. So hopefully that makes sense. And I don't use sous vide that often on here. I use pressure cooking is almost what I use most often on here, but it is phenomenal for that. Okay, so this is going to cook up. And it's going to take a little while to brown. So I'm just going to kind of let that cook down, because there's a pound of sausage in there. And then we're going to move on to our, I'm going to take myself out here. I'm going to move on to our rapid prep mandolin, which is a must have for food prep. Okay, so what the rapid prep mandolin, it's got these 2 dials back here. So it does slice, it does julienne, and it does fine julienne. And then this dial has 8 different levels of thickness. Okay, so for a soup or a stew, I kind of like that. Look, you guys, this is 5 carrots. This is going to go so crazy, super fast. At the end, when you get down to the end, you've got something small, you push it through. And so there we go. We've got all, well, I've got the ends there. I'm going to pull those out so everything looks uniform. But look at that. Quick and easy. All those carrots getting done. Just going to move this around a little bit. As this gets done. All right, so let's get our other ingredients ready to rock and roll. Oh, so let's just talk about this rapid prep mandolin. First of all, you can store it super, super easy, okay? And you can do so many things in here. You can do shallots in here, you can do onions in here, you can do radishes in here, you can do eggplant in here, you can do, you know, any kind of a potato. So if you want to make French fried potatoes for our air fryer, you just take a russet potato, you don't even have to peel it, and you put it on number 8, and boom, 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 you've got all your potatoes for French fries, super, super fast. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get, is that dirty? We're gonna get our, this is almost done. Okay. And we're going to get our onion cut up, and we're going to get it chopped, because that's what's going to go in. And this is our manual food processor, and this is phenomenal. We're chopping an onion super, super fast. I do guacamole in here. I do salsa in here. I do pesto in here. And that's all ready to rock and roll. So you can chop up any vegetables in here, and look, no crying. There is not a hole on the bottom. There is not a hole on the bottom. So this becomes a bowl, and it comes with a cover. So if I wanted to get an onion done like the day before, so let's say tomorrow I was doing something that I needed onion, I would do another onion and after this recipe, and I would put this in my refrigerator for the next day. Okay, so now this is looking pretty good. This is nice and browned. And I'm actually going to start the sear again because we have to cook down the these vegetables just a little bit, and then we're going to dump everything in. The recipe's going to be done. Super, super easy. Okay, so we've got all of our nice, and here's the nice thing about this mix and chop is that it also becomes a spoon. This is really nice for your taco night. And what I'm pouring it into, you guys, these are our silicone bowls. It comes in a set of 3, and I love, 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 love to use these as prep bowls. Okay, so we've got all of that out. And now this is starting to sear again. And I'm going to add a little bit more oil. Just a little. I want the oil to get nice and hot. And there's still a little residual oil from the sausage, and you can hear it sizzling. I'm just going to put the onion in there. I'm going to put cherry tomatoes in here. We want to cook those down too. And as we cook these down, the cherry tomatoes are going to burst a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to take our smooth edge can opener. Okay, so this is our smooth edge can opener to get our beans ready. This is an amazing can opener. Pulls it off, smooth edge here, smooth edge here. Nothing ever touches the can opener, so it doesn't get all grody like some other can openers get. And I am putting that in the sink. I have a colander in here. And we're going to drain those. Beans to get the excess sodium out. And I'm going to actually add. I'm going to start to add. I'm going to add the carrots back in here. I'm actually making this for tomorrow. I don't have to make dinner tomorrow. So this is the beauty of my job. If anybody wants any more information, I can make dinner and work at the same time. It's a beautiful thing. So I've got a half a clove of garlic there that I did not peel. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And there's our peel right there. Let's get the other half in there. These are actually pretty big cloves. You want to make sure your garlic is fresh. When your garlic is fresh, that means it does not have green sprouts coming from it, because when garlic is old, it's actually bitter. So, all those kinds of things make a giant difference in your cooking. And also using fresh garlic, that's not what I wanted. Using fresh garlic makes an enormous difference in your cooking. Enormous difference in your cooking, you guys. The couple of things are fresh garlic and fresh lemon. Those are the things that I would say are the most important for some fresh cooking. Okay, so we've got our beans. This is actually my smallest colander is in the dishwasher right now. These are dishwasher safe. They come in a set of 3, and they're wonderful because they will always look like this because they're stainless steel. So we've got stainless steel bowls as well. So go and take a look at the plastic bowls, the stainless steel bowls. But before we go, Just remember that all stoneware is on sale until next Monday, the end of the month. And things, stoneware doesn't go on sale a lot. This is a really unusual usual time, and it's because it's our anniversary month. And we're really excited about that stoneware sale. So now is the time to get those holiday gifts. And that's good. If you need some holiday gift ideas, take a look at some of the things I've posted, but also, talk to me in the chat. I would love to talk to some of you. I would love to talk to all of you. And if you're interested in booking your own party, believe me, it is the best way to get Pampered Chef in your kitchen, especially our big appliances like the ever so popular multi-cooker, which is just wonderful, especially at this time of the year, for pulled brisket and pulled pork and pulled chicken and soups and stews and chilies and making your own yogurt and rice dishes and steaming a spaghetti squash. I'm trying to think of all the things that I do in here because I do a lot. But thank you so much for joining the party. I'm going to post a picture when it's all done, but what's going to happen, let's just review the end of this recipe, is that the cherry tomatoes are going to start to burst. They're bursting now. I'm just popping them with the mix and chop. The onion is cooking down. So this is almost ready to rock and roll. And then we're going to add back the sausage. Let me show you. I'm going to see that. We're going to add back the sausage. We're going to add, it's supposed to be chicken broth, but mine is actually a combination of chicken broth and vegetable broth, because that's what I had opened. And you guys, make sure you are really playing around with recipes. Recipes are meant to be played with, all right? Not just, followed exactly, because that is actually how you learn. So all of that's gonna go in there along with the kale. Okay, I have some baby kale. And what I wanna show you what I'm gonna do with the baby kale is I'm gonna chop it up a little bit with our salad choppers. So I'm gonna add everything in there. I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna set it to 10 minutes. It's gonna take about 15 minutes to come to pressure. So in about 25 minutes, and I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna clean up everything. I'm gonna go do some other things in my house and come back, and we're gonna have some really wonderful stew for tomorrow. So good night, everybody, and please ask some questions, okay? Bye for now.